How's it going, everybody? My name is Joe Hodgkins. I am currently enrolled in a public speaking and professional presentation course here in Middlesex, and today I'll actually be going over a speech about my bag, 3 items inside of it, and essentially what those items mean and say about me. So with that being said, this is my bag right here. It's actually a backpack from another university, so we won't really go too much into that. It doesn't have too much significance to me. It's just a bag that I use everywhere that I go, whether I'm going to work, to class, anything in between. But with that being said, I'm going to bring my first item out. And the first item that I have here is actually a pair of drumsticks. You can actually see my drum set behind me. I have been a musician and mainly a drummer for my entire life. I can remember being 3 years old and my mother buying me a drum kit just to play, and people coming over and asking how she can deal with all the noise, and my mom just pretty much replying at least she knew where I was. So I think that does say a lot about me because I've always been extremely energetic and wanting to try new things, making a lot of noise, doing something that's just different from what a lot of other people do. So for me, drums and music in general are a huge part of my life. And with that being said, that'll actually bring me into my next item. So the next item that I have here, if I can find it, is a microphone. So just like being into drums, I was sort of thrown into the world of recording music at a pretty young age. The first time I'd ever been in a recording studio, I was about 13 or 14 years old, and just absolutely fell in love with the process. Meeting all the different people, getting to play my heart out, getting to hear myself back over speakers for the first time was really just a trip for me, and from there it all sort of went downhill. A lot of extra money that I make goes into building up my drum kit, building up the studio and things like that, so microphones actually became a pretty important thing to me. This is called the ST51. It's from Sterling Audio. It's a pretty inexpensive mic and it sounds amazing, so I think that represents me pretty well because a lot of times with people, what you see isn't exactly what you get. I think a lot of people maybe have a pretty general sense that they can sum me up in 1 or 2 sentences when they first meet me, but the more that they actually get to see me and hang out with me, the more that they see of me and my personality. So I thought that would be a good item to put into this just because I think that, one, it shows something that I love to do, but it also just shows something about myself and my personality. And finally, my third item, this is actually my little gloat segment for this video, but this right here is a finalist medal for DECA ICDC back in my sophomore year of high school. So this medal actually means a lot to me. If you don't know what DECA is, it is an international business competition that basically from all aspects of business, students can actually go through the process of building business plans, going to industry professionals, presenting it to them, and having the chance to call themselves the best in the world. So my best friend and I ended up being a team my first 2 years at DECA, and we were lucky enough to place in the top 16 in the world. So when it came to international business plan, that's definitely something that I was extremely proud of, and I felt that it would show a lot about myself, sort of my track record, where I've been, what kind of things that I'm into, and I tried to keep that sentiment with all the different things that I actually chose to put inside of my bag. But with that being said, that actually sums up all the 3 different items that I have in my bag today. I hope you enjoyed sort of hearing